I'm going to begin this video by saying, if you are easily offended in the slightest, most minuscule of ways, please click off this video. In fact, I heavily advise you just leave and never watch my channel again. Now, I understand everybody has their own free will, which is very important. Okay? But I'm politely asking you to leave if you're sensitive in the slightest case, / warning you that this will offend you. If you decide to stick around, if you decide to trim out portions of the video to where it would make me look incriminating or validate your point somehow, that's on you. Because if I find that is the case, if I find someone's just taking my video, my stream, whatever, out of context, I'll make my response, and I can guarantee I'll do it in the nicest way possible. But a few things you should know. 1. You have been warned, and it's okay if you don't want to click off. That's fine. But if you're sensitive and you've been politely asked / warned to get off, and you choose to intentionally stay for whatever reason, if you choose to stay for the video, I mean, thanks, I guess. I appreciate your viewership, but do not come whining to me or in the comments below or anywhere where I may or may not see it to make me look bad just because you decided to trim out my warning / beseeching part of this video, which I've donated. What I would like to point out is now almost 3 minutes of this, the first 3 minutes of this stream. People are not like how they used to be. There's so many different topics I could bring up, so many different points and issues, just actual scenarios that have happened that's been blown out of proportions or been big enough to gain some traction, garner an extreme amount of attention, be it good or bad, literal or metaphorical. But the point remains, people are not the way they used to be. Now, I will say, bullying is a very, very, very ancient thing. It's been here since prior to my birth, and it'll be here after my decease. It's been here before I was born, and it'll be here after I die. That's just the way it is. Nothing can change the fact that even if some law is put into place to prevent or discourage bullying, it's no matter how minuscule an amount of bullying goes on or how little it occurs, it's been here prior to my birth, and it'll be here after I die. I'm serious. It's that simple. It's been here prior to my birth, and it'll be here after my death. It really is that simple. Moving on. People aren't the way they used to be. They've changed a lot. Okay? And there's so many ways this is shown. And there's so many different things I could bring up. But the way I've always done my show, from my head to the audience, that's just how it's been. I don't script my videos to make myself sound more intelligent, because I'm not intelligent in the first place. Even if I was intelligent, I wouldn't be scripting my videos to make myself sound as such. Okay? I've always and always will, always have and always will, continue to make my content in such a way that it goes straight from my head to this microphone, without me writing it down in the slightest bit, outside of maybe a post-it note to remind me to make the video. Not so I can have time to kind of professionally put this all together, but so I'll be reminded to actually make the video. Because there's just so much that goes on in my life that prevents me from doing the things I want to do, or that's important for me to do. Believe it or not, I'm a busy person. I really am. Maybe not in the aspect of work, but I'm busy in the fact that I'm always doing something that consumes a lot of time, and most, if not all, of my attention and concentration. But people aren't the way they used to be. Bullies are way worse now than what they used to be. Criticism is far worse than what it used to be. We're gonna just... There's different forms of criticism. I'm aware of this. But let's go ahead and just metaphorically take the word constructive, the prefix constructive, and just cross it out. Erase it. Pretend it's never there. It never was there. Because it basically doesn't exist anymore. I'm sorry, that's just a fact. And if you want to say it's an opinion, I will gladly make a separate video with examples across any amount of platforms or social media. But just trust me when I say this, please. It's an age-old issue. Both of these things are an age-old issue, and they're far worse now than what they used to be. You know, it's sad, because I realize it's fictional. I realize and understand the concept of a fictional movie or TV series / show setting. Or at least some of them. I'm aware it's not supposed to give you a real life example of what's being portrayed. I realize that there's tons and tons upon more tons of movies, TV shows, etc. that has people together happily ever after. The boy gets the girl. Vice versa. The person realizes their dream, becomes a hero / heroine. I understand all this. But it's so wildly inaccurate. It really is. And in a way, I'm very thankful for that. Because I don't want children being exposed to all this. But it really is a harsh world out there. It's a harsh environment. It's a tough world out there. It really is. And used to, that was only experienced and only known for people who went outside and experienced it outside of their home. But it's gotten so bad, now it's just able to be experienced indoors at any given point throughout the day. I currently, as I have been for quite a while, which I made a stream dedicated just to this, I've been depressed, okay? Am depressed. I don't want to point fingers and say it's because of this or that. But what I can say is I can guarantee you the way the world has changed, the way society has changed, the way people have changed, it's most certainly not done the slightest bit to contribute to helping it. If not anything worse than making it, well, worse. I don't really know what to say or how to word it. What I want to say? I don't know what I should say or how to word what I want to say. But it's bad out there. And it's not just bad out there, it's bad in here. It really is. Trust me, I could make this a 2-hour stream, if not longer. Just going over everything that's happened to me, skipping over the majority of it, and highlighting only the bad parts. Because there's genuinely at least 2 hours worth of that alone. Not to mention all the more minuscule side of things that's negative that's happened and been said and done to me. But that's not what I'm here to focus on. Well, I mean, technically it is, but not specifically. You cannot deny that there is people, tropes, groups that are way more sensitive, abusive, insulting, criticism, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Criticizing, I believe is the word I'm looking for. Right? It's just, I really don't know what to say. Or how to word what I want to say, but or even who the audience for this is really intended for. But as someone with severe depression that's gone on and for forever, I mean, really, not necessarily since before my channel, ever since I started my show, but it's just, it's been bad, and every day it's getting worse. Severely worse. Okay? It gets technically worse by the hour. But I'll just say by the day. For what has been at least a year or two now. So from someone with this depression that's gone on for 2 years, getting increasingly more painful each day, please take what I'm saying into consideration. The world isn't the way it used to be. There's so many easily offended people, or people that offend others with too much ease, because they just don't care how offensive they are to others or how insensitive they are. And it sucks. But really, please, if you partake in these negative comments, insulting comments, constructive but not really constructive criticism, harsh criticism, or just anything that you wouldn't want done to yourself, anything that, if done to yourself, would make you feel bad in the slightest, if not depressed, please don't do it. There's a entire there's tons of people that are actually amazing and kind-hearted. There really is. And this is another part of the reason for this video's creation. I want people who are like me not to give up, to give it some more time before they give up. Please listen. I've been where you are. I dare say I've been worse, if not now, than at points and intervals and throughout time than you have been. And I'm not bragging about it. It's sympathy. I genuinely feel for you because I've been there. I do understand how you feel. I know that's the last thing someone who's depressed wants to hear. I get it. Because trust me, the most hated thing the least favorite thing I want to hear is someone showing down their gullet how I understand, how they understand how I'm feeling, what I've been going through. Right? But please, I have. Please believe me on this. Chances are you already have someone super supportive in your life with very little, if any, flaws. And even if they have a lot of flaws, I can almost guarantee you have someone in your life that has so much positive in them, so much positivity in them, they express both inwardly and expressed outwardly. that if not, you just paying the slightest bit more attention to realize people like that already exist in your life, even if they don't, people will. Hopefully very soon. Now, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you just to stop you from jumping off a ledge. Because, I'm sorry, I just don't want to lie about something this serious. But please, give it some time. Before you jump off that ledge. Before you slice that neck. Before you bury that weapon into your stomach. Please, listen. There is going to be people like you out there. There's going to be people exactly like what you're wanting, with the exact traits and characteristics you're wanting out there. I know it's hard to believe that I can guarantee you this. And one could argue in a way I can't. But I promise you, given the correct amount of time, it will occur. I promise you it will. And, you know, I always thought it was stupid. I really always did. In fact, it's only just now how dumbfounded I am that I was able to ignore it for so long. But as cheesy as it is, the quote, suicide is a temporary solution, is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, I'm sorry. It's just a permanent solution to a temporary problem, or however it's worded. It's so true. I joke about how bad of a motivational speaker I am all the time. But trust me, just like myself, when you put your mind to it, you really can do anything. You just gotta put your will into your effort. And I guarantee you it will work. Trust me, it's so hard to believe that, and it's so easy to ignore that. I get that. I've been there. I've done that. But please, and I'm so sorry. So unbelievably sorry my phone interrupted that. But please listen to me. Someone will come. Someone will come along. Somewhere down this road. I'm so sorry. Some person will come. Some metaphorical car or construction work will block that road. Please, hear me out. It will get better. If you ever think it won't, then please talk to me. I can understand why you wouldn't want to talk to big federal government agencies or lifeline, crisis lifelines or anything like that. But just talk to one individual human being. Please, I can guarantee you and prove to you I've been where you're at. I've been where you are now and where you've been in the past. Please. Email me at duelingchrystal@gmail.com. Hit me up via Messenger, Phoenix Williams. Please. Allow me the honor of the chance to make you feel better about yourself, even if it so be at the cost of myself. Because at my core, I'm just another guy. A very unique, individual, one in a million type of guy, with all my problems and with all my flaws, and with the very few upsides. Trust me. I can help you. As hard as that is to believe. And even if you don't believe it, that's fine. All I ask is the chance that you contact me. I promise you I will listen, because I promise you, as someone with depression, that's had depression for a very long time, I understand that you want nothing more than someone to listen. You don't want someone to talk or breathe, you want them to sit there and listen to you, your entire story. And I understand that, and I'm telling you, I'm willing to do that for you. I really am. Trust me, I am. All I ask is you give me the chance. I've been your host, Dueling Charisma. Signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one. Please contact me later.